to go through that briefly for everybody. And then, yeah, so you learn, and so you're actively hearing feedback from others, but an equally beneficial part of the experience is hearing everybody else's pitches and giving feedback. It helps them to hear your feedback and it helps you learn the system of what is going to make it take it from okay to good, good to great, so that you become a good judge and then you can go home and rework yours. So we're gonna, any questions about that general approach? Okay, so let's start off with an agreement that, well, raise your hand if you actually want to improve your pitch today. Okay, so then can we agree that we actually want to hear feedback? Is that why you're here, to get feedback? Okay, so then we're going to be honest, but the part of it being conscious is we're not going to be derogatory, insulting. We're going to say, oh, here's the stuff that I loved. And then there's that, I wish there was this, or I wonder what was the point of that, or maybe if this had been that way, it would have been more impactful. Sound good? But we really want to get to the heart of it since there's so many of us. Let's really just get straight to it rather than worry about maybe I shouldn't say it. The stuff that
Uh,
you're not sure you should say, I think that's what everybody in the room really wants to hear. Am I right?
yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Oftentimes people in these just say, "Oh, your pitch was great. Your pitch was great," and they know it wasn't great. Just we're all here to be honest, and to improve. And so you really, if something's not great, point it out. If something could be better, point it out, because that constructive criticism is so critical to improving your pitch and getting that check.
Does sound good? Thumbs up. The way all agree to that? Conscious feedback for sure. All right. As a quickie demo, we're going to let Darren go first. He's going to give his pitch. I'm going to time it for 1 minute, and then we're going to give him we're going to talk amongst ourselves. And then he's going to tell us what he heard. Okay. Darren, you're right. Whenever you're ready, Darren.
Hey, so yeah, I'm talking about a Tesla, a shade, I guess. It's for the Tesla Model 3. It fits in the ceiling somehow. It covers the glass, because like people complain about the sun, right? They don't want the heat or the glare or whatever. So we thought, why not make a thing to fix that? Um, this shade will help with that. I think it blocks the sun. The car gets hot in the summer. It's annoying. So yeah, this product is like supposed to stop that. I mean, a lot of Tesla owners, they have the big glass roof and that's cool and all, but it lets in a lot of sun. So they need something for that. I don't know. It's kind of a problem, but it's also something that people don't really talk about, but I think they'll care if they knew about this. So the shade's going to like help with that. It's easy to use. It just slides in or clips in or something. I'm not really sure, but it's simple. So yeah, we want investors because, we need money to make this happen. There are a lot of Teslas out there and people I'm sure want accessories for them. I mean, who doesn't like accessories? And people are going to buy this. It's like a no-brainer. So if anyway, if you want to get the shade out there, because I think it's a good idea. I mean, I think it's a good idea.
And that's time. Good job. Thanks, Darren.
Thank you.
Okay, so Darren, if you'll go ahead and turn your camera off so you remember that you don't have to participate, and then you'll be taking notes. Guys, what did you think in general about Darren's pitch?
I guess I can kind of get started. I'm not gonna lie, I had the attention span of a goldfish, and I kind of forgot what the hell he was trying to pitch me on. I just
Okay,
remembered
good. So
Tesla, shade, and he needs some money. So I
thanks,
totally
Ratan. Jose,
have
what
that.
you got?
So I would have liked to hear the name of the company because he mentioned like there's a lot to say about structure and pitching and preparing and all that, but I don't think he mentioned the name of the company.
Okay, thanks, Jose. Anybody else?
Yeah, I'd like to hear a little bit more about the problem. So you just mentioned like, yeah, sometimes, cars get hot. I would have loved to hear that fleshed out a little more. Maybe, give me some stats on like why this is important. But yeah,
Cool.
I mean, yeah, that's my feedback.
Nice.
Yeah.
Viv.
So yeah, I actually loved that he brought up brought it up as a problem because I rode in a Tesla in the middle of the heat and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so hot. Then I noticed he couldn't close it. So I would have liked, as Trevor mentioned, what are the statistics? What are the numbers of how many people own these Teslas and just sweat to death because of the sake of sweating? I don't know. I mean, I just would have liked to have heard that. And that was actually something else I did notice that he said, I don't know, a few times. As someone who's pitching, I don't think you want to say, I don't know, as many times as he did.
Cool. Thanks, Viv. Brittany?
Yeah, I was just going to say, one, confidence in the way you're speaking and the product, more specifics about what makes this product different. I only got one problem / solution, which most products have more than one problem and solution. So yeah, what makes it different than what's already out there? It can't be the only one on the market. So how is it standing out?
Nice. We got about 15, 20 more seconds in this round. Does anybody else have anything they want to share?
Well, he did say that there are lots of Teslas out there. And I'm one of the Tesla owners, but I still didn't get what he is actually selling.
Cool. Sarah, did you want to add anything?
I wanted to feel more enthusiasm. I wanted to believe him, but he needed to show more passion.
Cool. Anybody have a closing thought?
A lot of likes. He said like a lot. Like the shade and then like the solution and then like you should like invest us and give us the money because like the problem, right?
He used a lot of fillers when he was talking.
Awesome. All right, Darren, come on back. That's a good thing about fillers because if you fill it with fillers, you take that out. Now you have time to say more impactful things. Thanks, Sean. Darren, what'd you hear him say?
Well, I heard them say it was boring, that they didn't know what I was really talking about, that they needed more data. They would like to know how many Teslas there are on the road, Model 3s, what exactly it was I'm selling, that used too many fillers, and it wasn't a very compelling pitch.
Okay. Thanks, Darren. Okay, so here's how I'd like to start, just to get us all warmed up beyond that. You get the idea of how that's going to work now, the tuning protocol?
Yes.
I think what I want us to do is everybody give their pitch without the tuning protocol, just so that we can hear you. So then we do it with the tuning protocol, then we'll know what you're talking about. Does that sound good? All right, so can we just go in order? Don't worry about it. We're just going to go, go, go. All right, Viv, you ready? Did you know you were first?
No, because I'm at the bottom of my screen.
On my screen, you're top left.
Okay, I don't know what order.
It's going to be Viv, Juliana, Brittany, Trevor, Jose, Shritan, Sarah, David.
Okay.
Not David. End with Sarah.
Okay. Are you going to count me down or just start? And
Yep. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. Ever dream of owning a pro sports team and know that you can run it better than the ones already in charge? Well, now you can. Draft Entertainment gives fans like you ownership level access where you can buy, sell, and trade experiences just like the insiders do. Our platform turns your team tickets, merch, VIP access, even direct interactions with your favorite athletes into authenticated digital assets. Fans hold them, they flip them, you can even profit from them. And all in our peer-to-peer marketplace built for access, trade, and resale. And because every interaction happens on platform, we generate recurring revenue with every transaction while giving fans a front row seat and a stake in the economy that they fuel. This isn't a fan club. It's a fan economy, and we built the tech to power it. We're raising now. If you see the future events is here at Draft Entertainment, let's make sure to talk.
Okay, cool. You went a couple seconds over. Good job, Viv. Juliana.
Okay, I was able to unmute it.
Okay, good.
Right? Hello, Austin. Tired of all the AI hype yet? Well, fraudsters are loving it. They are using AI to break into your systems in ways we have never seen before. And good businesses like ours, we got to stay a step ahead and we need to partner up. That's why at Partner Ally, we are building an AI-powered platform and a trusted community to help you stay compliant and ready to manage the risk across the entire partner ecosystem. I'm Juliana Durr. I'm the founder of Partner Ally, and I have built global systems for Apple Pay, App Store payments, Cisco systems, Barnes& and Noble. But more than that, I have a wonderful team of top risk and compliance experts ready to tackle this challenge. And today, we are raising $2 million to help good businesses like yours to fight back and win this AI battle. Thank you.
Cool. 2 seconds left. Brittany.
Okay. Come on.
Okay, I want to make sure everybody is writing notes on all of these so we can give feedback.
No. We're not doing the feedback yet.
Oh, we're not
gonna
doing feedback yet.
This is just the warm-up
Okay.
round.
Okay,
Brittany.
I'm sorry.
All right, everyone. Am I ready to be timed?
Yes.
All right. The beauty industry got lazy, so we built something better. Hi, I'm Brittany Ogletree, founder of Brie Beauty, the first acne-safe, clean, customizable, and refillable cosmetics brand. After years of breakouts from mainstream makeup, I created the Brie Beauty Stick, a dual-ended blush and bronzer stick with refill pods on each side so you can mix and match your perfect shades. It's sleek, travel-friendly, and safe for acne-prone skin. It's built for the modern woman who's busy, ambitious, and ingredient conscious. We operate direct to consumer through a refill and subscription model. Clean beauty is a $10 billion market, and 50 million Americans experience acne, yet no prestige brand serves them. We've raised 100,000 of our 500,000 pre-seed. We have a prototype mold manufacturer and 20,000 beauty lovers on social media ready for our launch. Brie Beauty is a beauty revolution, and we're just getting started.
Good job. 2 seconds left.
Oh, great. Yay.
Trevor.
Okay. So here's the problem. Up to 90% of all diseases are the direct result of chronic stress. Stress is a brain imbalance, yet stress monitoring has not evolved to measure the brain. So Cortex is an entirely new paradigm of stress monitoring that actively and specifically measures the brain. We do this through our proprietary hardware, software, and research by giving healthcare providers a tool that's fast, easy to understand, and actionable. So our robotic hardware sets up in 5 seconds compared to a traditional brainwave scanner, which takes 20 to 60 minutes just to set up. We then feed the data into our software where it processes it in real time. And at the heart and soul of this is a real-time 3D brain model. It's a digital twin of the brain. So if you wiggle your finger, you're going to see that area in the brain light up. And then our advanced AI algorithms deliver measurements that matter. Data backed by research that actually helps healthcare providers make better choices to improve patient outcomes.
Thanks, Trevor. Good job. Jose.
Sure. I'll go ahead. Is the timer ready?
Yes.
Hello, everybody. I am Chema Irigoyen, international tax attorney and founder of Cacao Tax, where we are revolutionizing the shopping experience of all international travelers, foreign and domestic. Most of you are aware that when traveling to another country, there are certain stores at the airport where you can shop without paying taxes. These so-called duty-free stores sell mostly alcohol and tobacco at arguably jacked up prices. What most people don't know is that this tax benefit can also be enjoyed in purchases made outside the airport at regular prices. Everything from luxury watches, electronics, gifts, and even treats can be tax-free as long as you take them with you on your international trip. How do we do it? We are basically automating paperwork. We have taken a complex and obscure legal process and replaced it with an intuitive mobile app-based experience. Our traction, we have processed over $50,000 in purchases during our test phase, and we are the only ones licensed in Austin, Texas, by the authorities to do it. If I pique your interest, come and chat and help us make all your purchases authentically duty-free.
Couple seconds over. Good. Is your name not Jose?
So it's a nickname. I can say Jose, or I can, yeah, it works both ways.
All right. Thank you. Shritan.
All right. Hi, everyone. Who here has tried to make content for their business, but has been overwhelmed every time they've tried to do it? I was in the exact same position, and I could never find time to sit down and learn the never-ending suite of video editing tools out there. So I decided to create an automatic video editor. Our goal is to get you from idea to video in under 5 minutes. And we have been in development for about 10 months. We've written close to 2.5 million lines of code, and we're just getting started. We've launched a closed beta of 100 people, and we're giving it to them for free for 2 months. We want to make a tool that your marketing team swears by. And once again, building a automatic video editor, we're giving 100 spots for free. Come and take them. Thank you.
Thank you, Shritan. You had about 10 seconds left there. Sarah.
Debilitating, all encompassing. The reason I drink wine. Joking, kind of. That's how moms describe the mental load of parenting. Juggling calendars, managing preferences, handling signups, selecting gifts. The mental load is more than just a buzzword. It's invisible and it is crushing. In fact, in 2024, the US Surgeon General called modern parenthood a national crisis. I'm Sarah Dooley, the founder of AI Empowered Mom. After building AI assistants at Visa by day and teaching moms AI in my living room by night, I saw a real need. AI Empowered Mom is building M, an AI family assistant that lives in your texts. No app to download, no prompts to engineer, just simple, natural SMS conversations to help parents with scheduling, meal planning, care coordination, and self-care. In just over a year, we've grown a community of over 6,000 moms and caregivers, and now we're building the product they ask for. If you're a parent, join us at AIempoweredMom.com. And if you're an investor, we're actively raising to take M from MVP to orchestration agent for family life. Let's talk.
Thanks, Sarah. That was right on time. And Sarah was the last one, yes? Okay, so we got that first one out of the way. Darren took the opportunity to improve his pitch. Darren, let's see how you do this time. Let's see if he took any of your feedback to heart. You ready, Darren?
I'm ready.
All right.
Good afternoon, everyone. If you're a Tesla Model 3 owner or know someone who is, you've probably heard complaints about the sun glare and the excessive heat from the car's panoramic glass roof. While Tesla drivers love their cars for the innovation and sustainability, many owners face a simple but frustrating issue. The sunlight coming in can make the cabin uncomfortable, especially during the summer. That's where our product comes in. An easy to install, custom designed shade that fits seamlessly into the ceiling. This shade doesn't just block the sun, it enhances the overall driving experience by keeping the interior cooler, more comfortable, and energy efficient. Our shade fits the sleek, minimalistic aesthetic that Tesla owners love, and adding functionality without compromising style. I'm Darren Seigel, founder of Shade and one of the over 2,700,000 Model 3 owners. I've been a part of 4 exits and an IPO on the NYSE. For Tesla Model 3 owners, the service obtainable market in the US alone is around 500 million. Tesla owners are not only willing to invest in high quality practical products, they expect them. We're looking for investors who are excited about growing us and capturing this growing market. Together, we can bring this product to Tesla owners across the US and beyond, enhancing their driving experience and offering a solution to a real world problem. Thank you for your time.
Good job, Darren. You went a couple seconds over there, probably about 5 or 6. So I don't think you guys want to go that many seconds over. I don't know when they go.
It's interesting because I have I'm working off a little teleprompter app and it had me exactly at 1 minute. So
maybe my phone's fast. All right, guys.
No, I think I pushed it a little late. That's what I was looking at that.
All right, focus, Darren. Let's move on. Darren, you're going to tune out, turn your camera off, and we're going to write notes.
All right.
You're going to write notes. Guys, did you see any improvement? And what do you want to say? Did he miss anything this time?
How much he's raising would be nice to know. And maybe what kind of investor. Are we looking for an angel or VC? I don't know. That's not necessary, but maybe the amount.
Okay. Did he take any of your advice to heart?
Yes.
Anything you want?
I went with Shade.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say he really took it to heart and he really put everything in a package that made sense and we understood the numbers. And it makes me want to talk to him.
Yeah. Filler words gone, facts are in. I could feel the confidence and I wanted to connect.
Cool. Darren, can you come back? I'm not sure it's going to apply to you guys, but he's got one more version. Darren, will you do the other version with the exact same script right quick?
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
All right, go.
Hold on. No, hold on. Good afternoon, everyone. If you're a Tesla Model 3 owner or knows someone who is, you probably heard the complaints about the sun glare and the excessive heat from the car's panoramic glass roof. While Tesla owners love their cars for innovation and sustainability, many owners face a simple but frustrating issue. The sunlight coming in can make the cabin uncomfortable, especially during the summer. That's where our product comes in, an easy to install, custom designed shade that fits seamlessly into the ceiling. This shade doesn't just block the sun, it enhances the overall driving experience by keeping the interior cooler, more comfortable, and energy efficient. Our shade fits the sleek, minimalistic aesthetic that Tesla owners love, adding functionality without compromising style. I'm Darren Seigel, founder of Shade and one of over 2,700,000 Model 3 owners.
Okay, stop. You ran out of time. Okay, so I don't think this is really necessary for this group because y'all have experience, but you got the gist of why he did it again? What would you say about this one?
No enthusiasm.
Did it, did,
I
Like
feel
he
like he
was
told me to
thinking.
not be interested in the product. So with this tone.
Mhm.
Yeah, we need the passion.
And so this was the exact same script, right, Darren?
Yeah, same script.
So did he land any of his points? Did anything stick with you? Shritan, you said you had the attention span of something really small. Did it grab you in any way? Yeah. It was so bad. I felt like I was on SNL trying to not laugh. Okay, so obviously we're going to go for the content and the delivery. Yeah. The first time he had his hand all up, so we'll pay attention to gestures as well. Since he's got a cast on in the first one, that's all I could look at was that big cast hand, like what's going on. All right. So we're going to do it for real this time with you guys. Are you okay if we go in the same order? Does
The
anybody
question is
need?
yes. During the pitch, will we have the prompt with will we be able to read our some text or something to help ourselves or?
No. When you're at Capital Factory, you do not. You really want to have this memorized. When people go up and they're reading, it's not good. So you really want to practice this as many times as you can between now and then. A lot of you are already really, really good. But practice in the shower, practice on your dog, your kids.
I personally would use this right now as an opportunity to speak what you know rather than reading it. Because if you just read it right now, it's not going to be the same. It's not going to give you the same feel of how it's going to be tomorrow. But it's going to be up to you. You do you.
Yeah.
Okay, Viv, you want to go first?
I can.
And now, guys, this time we're going to give active feedback. So if you want to be making your notes while she speaks. I'll start timing whenever you start talking.
Ever dream of owning a pro sports team and know that you can run it better than the ones already in charge? Well, now you can. Draft Entertainment gives fans like you ownership level access where you can buy, sell, and trade experiences just like the insiders do. Our platform turns your team tickets, merch, VIP access, even direct interactions with your favorite athletes into authenticated digital assets. Fans hold them, flip them. You can even profit from them. And all in our peer-to-peer marketplace built for access, trade, and resale. And because every one of these, this isn't a fan club, it's really a fan economy. We built the tech to power it. We're raising now. If you see the future of events is here at Draft Entertainment, let's make sure we connect.
Okay, good job. You had about 7 seconds left there. And now, Vivi, you get to turn your camera off and take some notes. Feedback for Viv.
My main thing is so as someone who does not know the sports world, I think it's a little bit confusing when she introduces, do you want ownership like of a sports team, that to me feels very confusing from like the actual experience that you are buying into. You're like, you're not really buying a team, I think. So I think that to me was a little bit confusing. And then so yeah, maybe more clarification of what the app is and then the amount for the raise. Because I went last time and I know some people were shouting that out, like, what's your raise and stuff like that.
Cool. Anybody else?
I
Great gestures and enthusiasm.
Like,
Brittany, were you
oh,
were you
sorry.
going to say?
Just confirming that too.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I thought
Juliana, oh, go ahead.
I thought you had great gestures and enthusiasm. I wasn't quite sure as an investor what I'd be investing in, what the market is, what the profitability is of it. I do agree with what Brittany said about this starts off with the ownership of a team, but then it seems to be digital assets. And I just didn't quite understand it. I also thought it was clearly she's done this a lot. And I felt like I was almost watching a play where it was so rehearsed that I didn't feel that it was coming as much from the heart as just a scripted thing. And I think it's important that she's obviously passionate about it for sure, but you want to make it real, like you haven't said it a million times.
Well, I noticed that to me, it seemed different between the first time she did it. Did it seem different to anybody else, version 1 versus version 2?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I feel
Did
like
y'all have
version
a
2 was a little bit
preference?
faster. Maybe version 2 was a little bit faster. I'd say one thing is like I feel like I was missing some metrics based on like maybe what other people made by buying a portion of a team. I don't know anything about how much people made back, so I would like to have that information during the pitch.
Cool.
Yeah, I didn't understand because there are teams that have done crowdfunding. And so at first I thought it was going to be that kind of thing, but then it's not that. So I just didn't quite understand what it was.
And give me a little bit more, guys, on the delivery. Did you care a preference version 1 versus version 2?
I liked version 1 a little better. I thought it did seem a little more natural. I wanted to add one thing that I think could be really helpful is just like a quick analogy of like this is Ticketmaster meets fantasy football or something that just like, a really quick line that just goes, oh, okay, now I get what this is. Because it was a little
Yeah.
confusing what the actual product is.
Cool.
I didn't understand fan economy, but I think in the second one, Vivi, you played up marketplace, and once I could contextualize it in my brain as a marketplace, it was easier to take in the rest. So I like playing up the marketplace angle.
Oh, saying Juliana, I saw y'all's hands up. Did you still want to share?
Yeah, I could probably. I like her first delivery, and I think maybe because she was put on the spot, so it came out a bit more natural. But also, I do agree with Darren, but I think she did not mention the opportunity. Like, why would somebody want to invest into this? Maybe like the size of the market, so it could be clear in terms of like how much investment you could get.
On my side, I also like the first one a little bit better. Around all the numbers and figures and all that, I'm on the other side of everyone because I think it's such a short time that we cannot get into so many specifics. So I'm not sure if the Fiesta format or what Brittany mentioned that we have to mention the amount of money we're raising, but I don't mind that they're not giving those specifics because it's 1 minute. So it's just to catch the interest of the person and that they can go and talk to everybody else, right? Or am I missing something?
I want to weigh in on this. It is definitely important that you get your ask out there. I've seen a lot of founders who pitch and they don't ask for anything. And not everyone's asking for money. Sometimes someone's looking for a co-founder, or they're looking for, somebody to try their app, or they're looking for, a web developer. That's what they're there for. So it is definitely important that you get, we're looking for investors out there. And if you want to do, I did understood your feedback, Brittany, about putting out the dollar amount. I'm raising $2 million, And it's really good if you've already raised some money to be able to say, we're doing a $2 million round. We have 500 already in the bank. We're looking for another, $1.5 million in or something like that.
Thanks, everybody. Viv, you want to come back and tell us what you heard?
Yeah. I heard that it's confusing for especially people who don't know sports, that they don't know what they're really getting. That it's confusing about the play. Is it a marketplace? Is it an app? And that some people prefer my first version of my just kind of supposedly going off the cuff to create an analogy, perhaps, which is actually not Ticketmaster at all. It's actually competing against Ticketmaster. It's more like Amazon.com. And numbers, the feedback is some people want numbers and some don't. 1 minute is really short. Just want to get out the ask of, hey, we're doing a raise, or doing numbers might make sense if I say how much I've raised versus what we're looking for now.
All right. Good job. Thanks, Viv. Everybody, let's clap for Viv. All right, Juliana, your turn.
Hello, Austin. Tired of all the AI hype yet? Well, fraudsters are loving it. We are using AI to break into your systems in a ways you have never seen before. And good businesses like ours, we got to stay a step ahead and we need to partner up. That's why at Partner Ally, we are building an AI-powered platform and also a trusted community to help you stay compliant and ready to manage the risk across your entire partner ecosystem. I'm Juliana Durr. I'm the founder of Partner Ally, and I have built global systems for Apple Pay, App Store payments, Cisco systems, Barnes& Noble. But more than that, I have a wonderful team of top risk and compliance experts ready to tackle this challenge. And today, we are here to raise $2 million to help good businesses like yours to fight back and win this AI battle. Thank you.
Good job. And that was right on time. And if you want to go blank, feedback for Juliana.
I love the confidence in the delivery. I think, again, I'm going to say specifics like you know your company, but someone listening doesn't. And so partner ally is something that stuck out to me, and maybe just being more clear. Like a lot of AI companies are helping with relationships to suppliers, like what kind of partnerships. And then also any traction or an interest that she's had so far. I would love to hear, because I'm sure there are something to, yeah.
Trevor, sorry, I'm not putting you on the spot. I just look like you're going to say anybody. Does anybody have feedback?
I could go since I was called out.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was really good, like smooth delivery, everything. I was a little confused on what exactly the product is. So maybe just a little bit more about like what it actually is and like how it's going to make my like put me in the shoes, help me see myself in through the lens of like your company. Like how is this going to benefit me? Help me understand that. That would have been nice to hear as well. But everything else was like really smooth and clear.
Yeah, one thing I
Anybody
would say
else?
is like, why you? Because there's a lot of companies doing the whole AI cybersecurity um like idea. So why you? Uh so yeah, I would say that's the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone was raising this, it's like a why you?
Mm-hmm.
I would
Hey,
actually, I love that oh, I'm sorry, Sarah.
please.
I love that she actually did state her experience. It actually built credibility for me, her
Yeah.
team, her experience. So when it came to this idea of how fraudsters are also using AI, it made me think, am I actually protecting myself enough? And then to hear her say, here's my background, here's what I understand, here's the team that we have. that just made me feel very comfortable that, okay, she knows what she's talking about.
Jimmy, I agree. But Juliana, I've heard you present before at Founders, and your background's so impressive. So I love that you mentioned that. The one comment that I'm curious about is when you say you're talking to investors about your raise, but also you say good businesses like yours. And it struck me a little off. Like, are you talking to folks who are running a business? Or are you talking to investors? Is that the same thing? That was the only question that I had about good businesses like yours. Is that investor focused?
All right, anybody else?
I at first I thought, and maybe I misheard her, but I thought she said that AI, there's bad actors in AI, there's hackers using AI to hurt you. But then she said we have this community, we're building this community, but I didn't understand really what the product was. I just don't know. I still don't know what the product is. And also she's raising 2 million. Have you raised any of that money yet? Is there any traction? That would have been good to see.
I had a couple things that I wanted to get y'all's feedback on. The previous experience, y'all already touched on that, but when I heard it, I'm assuming, we've never met, but I'm kind of getting the feeling that it's actually really impressive. But the way she said it didn't really land as that impressive. She mentioned some big names, but I wasn't quite sure what she had done with them. I also wondering y'all's feedback. She spoke in a friendly voice where her voice went up a lot at the end of sentences. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? And so that voice to me works for we're fun, we're nice company and building community. But she seems to me like she might be a real powerhouse, intimidating, really kind of scary person, which is exactly who I would want to fight the fraudsters. So I don't know. Did y'all get into that at all? How she would deliver for a product that she's selling?
Yeah, I mean, my background is actually in acting, and I feel like, obviously a scene has range, and I feel like when we're pitching, I'm guilty of this too. Like we tend to be like kind of like one note because we want to like hit all the marks and say all the things. So I feel like just saying sentences differently, like in different tones, like, yeah, this is a matter of fact. We've raised this. This is our traction. And maybe certain sentences are like, hey, this is what we got. Like, and just like being more bold and confident and then more upbeat on like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I love that. So then we can see her as a multi-dimensional person. She's got a multi-dimensional product, and we can see her filling all those shoes.
Although you only have a minute, it is very important that you do let things land, and that might be taking a beat. In my personal business, when I'm writing out a pitch, and I'm actually writing a pitch for a video right now, I put in there beat, pause. It's very important to let that space work for you. Silence is sometimes the most important thing. I know you only have a minute here, so you might cut out some words to give yourself that time to let things land. And I agree with what Jess said. The companies she works with are very, very impressive. Let that land, and or maybe say what you did at one of those companies. Because it does seem very impressive.
Okay, Juliana, you want to come back and tell us what you heard?
Yep, I'm here. So I've heard feedback, but you guys are not sure what the product is, not sure what the traction, why me, why I'm talking to the good businesses in the audience, how much I have raised. It was impressive, but not sure why. And my voice was going up and down, not good delivery in terms of the voice, or confusion, I guess.
Variety. I think we landed on it would be great for you to work in some variety in how you deliver.
And I'm in general, maybe my feedback, I'm confused because I think like some of those items I addressed in my pitch, but I'm not sure like why the feedback, because like I think I mentioned that. So maybe like it would be good like to get a bit more like detailed feedback or like why you think some items are not.
And that's the good thing about this. Then y'all can connect with each other and discuss more after. Thanks, Juliana. Jose, you ready? Oh, no. Brittany, your turn.
Perfect. The beauty industry got lazy, so we built something better. Hi, I'm Brittany Ogletree, founder of Brie Beauty, the first acne-safe, clean, customizable, and refillable cosmetics brand. After years of breakouts from mainstream makeup, I created the Brie Beauty Stick, a dual-ended, patent-pending blush and bronzer stick with refill pods on each side that you can mix and match to find your perfect shades. It's sleek, travel-friendly, and safe for acne-prone skin. We built it for the modern woman, busy, ambitious, and ingredient conscious. We're direct to consumer with a refill and subscription model. Clean beauty is a $10 billion market, and 50 million Americans experience acne, yet no prestige brand serves them. We've raised 100,000 of our 500,000 pre-seed. We have a prototype mold manufacturer and 20,000 beauty lovers on social media ready for our launch. Brie Beauty is a beauty revolution, and we're just getting started.
Awesome. 2 seconds left. And Brittany, you can tune out for a sec. Feedback for Brittany.
It was super polished. The acting background definitely shines through there. Yeah, really, really clean delivery. I understood the product. It makes perfect sense. I thought it was a really good pitch. I'm trying to think of something that could be improved, but to me, it landed really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just like to know kind of where she is in the process. Do they have an MVP? Have they beta tested it all? Do they have any feedback? Just anything. Just where are they in this process? Is it just an idea? I mean, she says she has manufacturers and molds and all that. Has it been tested? Is anything, just a little more about where they are? And also, it's nice when you're pitching for money to say, I'm raising, another $400,000 for product and marketing or whatever it is for C-suite, whatever it might be.
I had that little bit of confusion too. It's like she's already got a lot of followers. I'm like, wait, is she already selling it, or where was she? Did y'all figure that out? Was she selling product already on social media?
I didn't think so.
So
You can have followers without selling a product.
Right. I mean,
Good model. Community first.
That is a great thing to have 20,000 followers to launch to that are excited.
Anybody else have feedback?
Good stats, good numbers, great lighting. Brittany, good. You got the right light there. The only part that I wanted more from was the hook. I think the rest of the pitch was so good that the hook, it's what you're building is better than just an improvement on a lazy business industry. So that's the only part that I thought was what could maybe use a little more oomph, but it was so good.
I'm gonna bounce off of Sarah's thing that she said. One thing that would like help is like get your competitor's thing or like something that you want to go away from and then your product and it's like show it. So then like it's just like an instant like okay, that's what she's talking about. So at least like I can follow what's in your hands and be like, okay, now I understand it instantly, like what's going on. I feel like that would super easy to catch people's attention and they're like gonna pay attention like really quick.
I would also be careful about saying no company has ever targeted acne-prone skin. And the only reason why I say it is because I grew up with severely cystic acne skin and I was on camera a lot. So I had to find makeup that did that. So when you make a claim, make sure you're 100% certain that it's validated. Because that was the only thing that stuck out with me, like, wait a minute, I'm pretty sure I've used makeup that did claim they were acne sensitive and acne focused, or if it's not, that's what you meant to say, maybe be more clear about it. And the only thing I would say is at the beginning, you are so striking when you come in and you talk, you went right into your name, and I kind of lost the lazy part to who you are. Take a beat. taking a beat is really important, like what Darren was saying. Take a breath and then let that land before we hear your name so that those two can be separated.
Yeah, on that note, that lazy part at the beginning, I didn't know what they were lazy about. It was just kind of a throwaway to me. I didn't think it did anything. It was a waste of time. Like either dive into that a little more or just don't do that. Because it's like, what? Okay, she's talking about something else now.
I have a comment and I have to disclaim that I've been on the computer all day, so maybe this is stupid. But for you guys, because I heard her say clean a lot. And is the clean related to the acne or the fact that it's refillable?
It's the ingredients.
But there's the environmentally clean too, right? Because it's a cartridge-based thing.
That's what I thought it was. I thought it was.
Thought it was the
You thought it was the cartridges?
I thought it was the cartridges.
I mean, it's
And
awesome that it's both, but
I thought it was
tell
both.
us, Brittany.
Okay, am I back?
yeah, come on back, Brittany.
Okay. Yes, clean is about the formula, and I guess I'm coming from the beauty industry, so beauty industry people know that, but clean will always be talking about the formula, never the packaging. Packaging is sustainability or eco-friendly. So we are sustainable and eco-friendly, but that's not our major selling point, and we can only really focus on the main three being acne safe, clean, and refillable. And yes. And then so I did actually want to ask a question. No.
Well, first you have to tell us what you heard.
So the main thing I heard, so where in the process are we? So I do have a follow-up question, Darren. So we're in a unique stage pre-launch where we are still getting our remaining funding, but we're continuing with our manufacturing and prepared to bootstrap. So
Now, Brittany, not
Sorry.
to cut you off, but to be fair to
Sorry.
everybody, you
Sorry,
only
sorry.
get like 30 seconds to tell
Okay,
us
sorry,
what you
sorry.
heard.
Okay,
Save your
sorry.
questions.
Confusion of where we are, improve the hook, talk about maybe the competitor versus your product, validate your claims, and take more of a beat before introducing my name.
Fantastic. And guys, save your questions so then there can be conversations, but I want everybody to have a chance to do their pitch. Thanks, guys. And we forgot to clap for the last couple of people, so let's give a big clap for everybody. I'm just really trying to be mindful of y'all's time. Okay, Jose, it's your turn.
Perfect. Most of you are aware that when traveling internationally, there are certain shops at the airports where you don't pay taxes. But what most people are not aware of is that this benefit can also be applied for everything that you buy in regular stores at normal prices. Everything from luxury watches, electronics, gifts, or even treats can be tax-free as long as you take them with you in your international trip. How do we do it? By basically automating paperwork. We have taken a complex and obscure legal process and turned it into an intuitive mobile app experience. Our traction, we have processed over $50,000 in purchases, and we are the only ones licensed to do them in Austin, Texas. I am Chema Irigoyen, international tax attorney and founder of Cacao Tax. If I piqued your interest and you're investing, come and chat. We are currently raising our seed round, and we would love your help to make all your purchases truly duty-free.
I was right on 1 minute. Jose, you want to tune out?
Yeah.
What do you guys got to say about Jose's pitch?
I'm not sure if you memorized it, but I guess memorize it for the future. But yeah, making sure to be looking at the audience and just general stuff.
Thanks for your time. Anybody else?
Okay, so I know that you can
Wondering because it's
Brittany, you're frozen.
Hi,
There you
sorry, I
go.
didn't know if you were talking. I didn't want to interrupt.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, I was just gonna say because he talked about it being certified in Austin, Texas, and the only one in Austin, Texas. Is it an Austin specific business? Does this operate only in the city of Austin? Is it national? Like who can actually download this app? Like what, that's just a big question I had. Is really who is this for? Is it for everyone?
What I was going to say is I know that you can in certain countries, and people that come here can do something with your sales tax. And I think you can do it. Like if you go to Mexico, you can do something, but it's a lot of paperwork. So I understand what he's doing. He's basically automating that paperwork, but I think you should say, some of you may know that you can, get back your sales tax that you pay in a foreign country or that the foreigners pay when they're here, but it's a huge pain in the butt. Who wants to do all that paperwork? It's going to take you forever. We make it seamless. We make it simple, and it's just on an app and blah, blah, blah. What I don't but also I didn't understand the monetization proposition to this, and how, as an investor, I'm going to make money, and how big is the market. And, I need to see some numbers if I'm going to be interested.
For sure. In terms of the numbers, I did hear him say like 50,000 or something purchased,
They've done
and
50,000 in product sales or
yeah,
tax.
but so I was curious how much those people save from taxes. Is that like a big compelling number for people to get the app? Anybody else? Nobody's gonna talk about that.
Oh, I
What
thought
happened?
Shriton covered that, right? Memorize it so you're
Yeah. But
focused.
just so that he knows, he looked away, and maybe there was somebody in the room, or if he's thinking about it, did he have to look up there to think about it in case he didn't know that there was a total visual of him not knowing it?
Yeah, maybe because he mentioned that he's licensed in Austin, maybe it would be beneficial to understand if he wants to expand to other markets. That could cover potential opportunity statement as well.
Right. Especially as an investor, if you're just talking about Austin, you're like, okay, that's, if he's starting in Austin and going nationwide, or at least Texas wide, and how big is that market? How many foreigners are coming into Texas, that are going to possibly take advantage of this? Because I assume that's what it's for. So you might want to say something like Texas gets an average of 18 million international visitors every year, spending 5 billion on consumer goods, and it could be saving, 30 million in tax, whatever it is.
Did anybody get the name of his business?
Cacao tax.
Cacao tax, yeah.
This is stylistic, but Jose, I would like it if you started and made me feel like you're letting me in on a secret. Right now, when you say most people know this, but what most people don't know, it kind of makes me feel like, oh, what a dummy. I didn't know that. But if you said most people know this, but many people don't know, and then you share what it is, then I would feel like, oh, I know something now. So maybe that kind of more inclusive, letting me in on a secret might be a nice way to start off.
Maybe
Wonderful. Go ahead.
just a tip, like I know I was in other countries and I wanted to return my tax money, but some of the countries have those kiosks, and once I was trying to get my money back, but there was 100 people line, so I just gave up. So I ended up like flying away and not getting my money back. So maybe it's like another way he could incorporate into his speech.
That's pain.
Yeah.
Hey guys, raise your hand if you could repeat his name as he said it in the pitch. And I didn't get a clear answer last time. Raise your hand if you knew the name of the business before Sarah said it.
Right.
Okay, so we got half Jose got the name, about half didn't, and nobody raised their hand for being able to know what your name was. Okay, anybody else want to say anything to Jose, or can he come back? We're good? Jose, come on back.
There.
And tell us what you heard.
Definitely the not looking away and memorizing it. Yeah, I was just looking at the main notes so that I could keep the structure. So yeah, I love the thing that you mentioned, Sarah. Thank you for the secret thing. I'm definitely going to do that because that's exactly what I'm trying to go for. So putting it as a secret, that's a great idea. For who is this? Can everybody do it? I tried to do that. Yeah, foreign and domestic, but yeah. Why Austin? How big is the market and what's the strategy? I need to do like an explanation of why we're starting in Austin and then going nationwide, obviously. thank you for the mentioning, Darren, of the refund is a huge pain in the butt. So yeah, that's exactly what we're trying to do. Solve it through refunds that are not a pain in the butt. Mention the market size. What is the save or the monetization strategy? And the company and my name. That's what I heard. So
Good job. Good job, Jose. All right, Sarah, your turn.
Debilitating, all encompassing. The reason I drink wine. That's how real moms describe the mental load of parenting. It's juggling calendars, managing preferences, and carrying the emotional weight of a family. And it's more than just a buzzword. It's invisible and it's crushing. In fact, in 2024, the US Surgeon General called modern parenthood a national crisis. I'm Sarah Dooley, founder of AI Empowered Mom. After building AI assistants at Visa by day and teaching moms AI in my living room by night, I saw a real need. AI Empowered Mom is building M, the AI family assistant that lives in your texts. No app to download, no prompts to engineer, just simple, natural conversations to get help with pain points like scheduling, meal planning, and self care. In just over a year, we've grown a community of over 6,000 moms and caregivers, and now we're building the product they've asked for. If you're a parent, join us at AIEmpoweredMom.com. We've raised $50,000 to build the MVP for the first 100 members of our waitlist. Now we'd like to take M to orchestration agent for family life. Investors interested in women's health and family tech? Let's talk.
Okay, good. Just went a couple seconds over. Good job,
Thanks.
Sarah. You want to tune out?
Bye.
Feedback for Sarah.
I love the delivery. I feel like it's very clear the product offering, and I actually do like that you take your time. You still get to the product, but you take the time to address the problem fully. I feel like that's really well fleshed out. I don't really have any like negatives that I can think of right off the top of my head.
I just have
Right?
to say this. I loved her like doing AI for Visa by day and doing this by night. Made me feel like she was a superhero. Like, where's her cape? So I really did like it. She's very upbeat, great energy, very positive. And yeah, if I'm not a mom, I'm a dog mom, but it would make me curious about it. So I really think she got her message across really clearly.
What does the product do?
What I got is that it actually provides sort of like a text kind of exchange for being able to resolve or sort of organize day-to-day issues that can feel overwhelming. I know as a business owner, I can feel like that way and I have no one to talk to, so or nothing to help me sort it out. That's what I got from her presentation. That I don't have to download an app, that it's through an
You don't
SMS.
have to open chat. You can just text to chat direct.
Correct.
Is that going to be something that somebody else can do and compete with her very easily, or is there something special about hers?
That is true. I feel like that is, and I feel like with AI assistants, this is kind of like a version of that that's not what's in SMS, which is different but easy to replicate, but it's mom specific. So is there anything else on the market similar to this? I think is a good question to think about.
But at the same time, I'm saying you have 1 minute. We're not trying to solve or say that we want that conversation, right? And if she wanted the conversation, I'm not a mom and she would have had the conversation from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like what she mentioned, but there is a community. I think she mentioned 6,000 moms, and from my experience, building a community and maintaining is very, very difficult. I know some investors are looking for like traction, and having the community could help. The only thing what I could say about the speech, I love the delivery, but she started with the wine, and all I could imagine, moms drinking wine at the end. Sounds like fun. Maybe this is the way she was able to build a community.
I was wondering, as a potential investor, like what's the monetization proposition if it's a text? Because the list is going to be very, very valuable. A list of moms is a valuable list. What do you do with that then? Where do you make money on this? How does an investor make money on this?
Anybody else?
Just the final delivery, I think in 5 seconds she mentioned what's her traction in raising money, and then directly went to the point on investors interested in helping mothers. Let's talk. So that's very concise in like 6 seconds. So I think that was great.
Investors, I think, want to make money too. So I think it's important that you get something out there about how they can, make money. Like when I did mine, I mentioned the serviceable obtainable market on that. I think those are things that investors want to hear.
Unless this is something that, like a diaper company is going to give away for free to get more people to buy their diapers, and then they pay her for the service. But
Right. Diapers.com went out as very, very cheap diapers, and it wasn't to make money on the diapers. It was to get the list and then sell those families everything else. And I'm trying to figure out if that's what she's trying to do here.
It could be non-profit community in that case, apply for grants.
All right. Should we bring her back?
Yeah.
Thank you for the gift of your feedback. It means a lot. I heard I can be more clear about what the product does. What's so special about me anyway, besides what my mom thinks? Who else is on the market? Is anybody else there first? Wine joke may hit, may not. I should be more clear about how the monetization and how investors will make money. It's a subscription-based product with a huge market and great potential, and also the back end can be used for other chatbots or licensed by other mom influencers. So I'll find out a way to say that concisely in an investor appealing way. But thank you so much.
And Sarah, to be clear, you were not reading, correct?
I was reading-ish. I mean, I have my bullets.
You were reading-ish. Okay, cool.
Your delivery was fantastic.
Thank you.
What's that, Darren?
I thought her delivery was fantastic.
Yes, but she was kind of reading.
Yeah.
I'll get in the shower. I'll get in the
You
shower.
didn't look
work on
like you
this.
were, but I got the feeling that
Practice
you were.
on your kids.
Yeah, wake
Okay.
up, kids. It's time to listen.
All right. Am I right that it's Trevor's turn? David, you're not presenting, correct? All right, Trevor. Good job, Sarah.
Good job.
Okay, so here's the problem. Up to 90% of all diseases are the direct result of chronic stress. Stress is a brain imbalance, yet stress monitoring has not evolved to measure the brain. Cortex is an entirely new paradigm of stress monitoring that actively and specifically measures the brain. We do this through our proprietary hardware, software, and research by giving healthcare providers a tool that is fast, easy to understand, and actionable. Our robotic hardware sets up in 5 seconds compared to 20 to 60 minutes of setup time for a traditional brainwave scanner. And it sends the data to our software where it processes the data in real time as it's happening. And the heart and soul of this is a real-time 3D brain model, the digital twin of the brain. We've currently raised about $400,000 in our previous round, and now we're raising $1 million to get us to profitability and get us to market.
Okay. You had about 6 seconds left.
I altered that last part on the fly, so that was probably a little rough. But anyway, go ahead, guys.
You didn't ask you told us what you were doing, but you didn't ask for anything.
Yes,
All
exactly.
All right, Trevor, now you get to log off. Turn your
All
camera
right.
off. Feedback for Trevor.
So I've like met Trevor before, so I could kind of seen this entire pitch deck and everything. Trevor, if you have the actual product, if it's, I don't know how big it is, but if you could bring that, that'd be huge because I know you put a lot of work into it. At least hold it while you're pitching. Yeah.
That would be interesting to me too. Anybody else have feedback?
I think it's, oh, sorry. You can go.
I don't think he said his name and why him. I think he mentioned the company name once, but I wasn't sure if he's saying that it's the name of his company platform. So that's something I noticed.
Yeah, I agree. I was thinking, I don't know why him, like, who is he? Like, is this just some guy who thought of an idea and made this thing with ChatGPT and some guys on Fiverr? Or does he have a team of robotic engineers that have done this, this, and this? I'd love to know a little bit more who he is and who these people are, what their history is, why them. Because, most people, and I'm hearing it more and more and more today, they're betting on the founder. Okay. There's a lot of great products, and if you don't have the right founder, it's not going to succeed. So people are really, really looking to bet on the horse. Bet on the jockey, not necessarily the horse.
I had a little question about healthcare provider. What did healthcare provider mean to you guys? Are they is it only, what kind of healthcare provider? And is it only healthcare doctor's office that are using it? Is it any life coach can use it? Can an at-home person use it? Did y'all understand? Did y'all get that?
No, I feel like that was a big question in my mind is who is this for? Like, who are you
Right.
selling it to? Yeah, that was a big question.
And I'm curious about, I'm sorry, Juliana, I was just going to say, I'm curious about the go-to-market. And that might be the question that I would go up and ask, but I didn't get that from the pitch. What's the go-to-market strategy?
One more thing, like this type of investment or this type of business may require a lot of investment, and especially with go-to-market, like getting traction with the licensed healthcare providers. We wouldn't just go and work with any startup. So usually, like you require a lot of investment to be able to roll out a product like that. So I'm not sure if you should mention anything on that.
Right. And I did think that $1 million to get to profitability seemed kind of small, but I don't know how big this product is, what it is. It says something about robotics and it sets up in 8 seconds. I don't really know, like, is this a tiny little product or is it a big machine? Like, what is it?
And not to get too science nerdy, but I seem to remember the first time he talked about they actually have the data that you can look at the scan and know something about it. But did he mention that the second time?
He said it takes a digital twin of your brain.
Right, but that doesn't do anything unless you know what that picture looks like, what that
Yeah.
means. Because it was for stress. Oh, maybe it's just stress on or off, right? It's too much, but all right. Anybody else have anything to say? Trevor, come on back.
Okay, I'm back.
What did you hear us say?
So there was one suggestion about holding the product while I pitch. It is a really cool looking product, so that's definitely possible. I didn't mention my name. Same with my company name. That was kind of like, I just said it once, so that wasn't very clear. There's also feedback about, like, who am I? Why me? Why my team? Am I just some guy who hired a bunch of people on Fiverr, or am I like a doctor or something? Healthcare provider was not clear. What's my go-to-market strategy? And also the ask may seem a little bit low for compared to other medical devices. That was the feedback I took.
Cool. Thanks, Trevor. Good job.
Thank you. Thanks.
I'm trying to remember everybody that spoke. I think it's just Brittany who also has a tangible product. So same to you. I personally would have enjoyed seeing your tube of makeup.
I have
package,
it. Yeah, I will bring it. I wasn't sure
packaging.
I have it right here, but it's
All
a
right,
little
well, show it to us right quick.
Okay. Well, we have two prototypes. So one is the functional and one is the beautiful. So this is what it will look like on the outside, red metallic with gold metallic interior, blush on one side. Sorry about the blur thing.
Yeah. We get the idea.
Yeah. So blush on one side, bronzer on the other. How it works is you just pull the refill out and then push it back in. So it's that easy, just like that.
It'll be interesting to know if you can give your pitch and do that at the same time. Then we'll be really impressed.
Yeah. So, yeah, well, that's what is hard though, is the pretty one isn't functional. And so I feel like this one's a little bit embarrassing to show considering we're much further than this in our manufacturing process. So would love your thoughts on that. If anyone has a preference or both. Any thoughts on that?
I think you can only open one, so you would have to
Exactly.
pick.
So probably the one that works.
I think keep the one that matches your nails and don't open
Yeah,
it.
I
Opening it
know,
is
right?
distracting, and
That's a
your
great
nails
idea.
and the product look good. So
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
All right, Shritan.
All right. And who here has tried to make content for their business but has been overwhelmed every time they've tried to? Can I get a raise of hands? All right. Well, I used to be in the exact same spot, could never find the time to sit down, learn the never-ending suite of video editing tools from Adobe. I don't get how they do it. So I decided to create an automatic video editor. This helps you get from idea to video in under 5 minutes, and it's supposed to be better than a video that you can get from Fiverr for $50. We've been in development for about 10 months. We've written 2.5 million lines of code, and we're just getting started. We're launching a closed beta of 100 people, and we're giving them the enterprise plan for free for 2 months. Additionally, all beta users will get their product tailored to them, and we want to make a product that your marketing team swears by. Once again, we're building an automatic video editor. My name is Shritan, and my company is Storylines. Come get it for free. Thank you.
Awesome. 1 second left. All right, Shritan, I'll let you turn off. Feedback.
I love you starting with the problem and solution. I feel like that was really engaging, and you can tell you're speaking from a personal experience. I will say I noticed like a little bit of hesitation. You said it's supposed to do something, like just take that word out and just be like, it does this, and it's a fact, or just something more confident. And then about where are you at in the process? Have you not begun the beta users yet? Or have you already started that process? And is there a financial ask at all? Or is the ask only to get people to be a beta tester?
Cool. Anybody else?
He mentioned
Juliana.
he wrote 12,000 lines of code. I think it's probably not information I would want to hear uh, because it could be a bad thing if you have too much code. So he should probably replace that with some other type of KPIs that would be more relevant either for the audience or for investors. But other than that, I think he was engaging the audience. I like that.
I had to follow up on that too, because right after he said the number of lines of code and he said, and we're just getting started, which to me meant that they're writing a whole bunch more code. But I wasn't quite sure. Maybe those were two separate ideas because I'm like, if they're beta testing, maybe they're not writing more code. So I don't know. Was it clear to you guys? Was it just me?
Yeah, I feel like I am definitely curious about why that many lines of code. As someone who's not a coder, it does seem like a lot and maybe a little bit alarming. So, as someone who's not in the tech world, I would say that's my first impression is like, why that much coding?
And maybe one more point of feedback. He mentioned video editing tools, but there are so many of them. I don't understand why like he's different or what actually the value add. Like for example, MacBook provides like a free video editing tool. Why would somebody pay for his tool?
And Shritan, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't your product also like iterate, the AI iterates on the videos as to like what's actually working on social media? Is that right? Yeah.
Well,
So I would play to that a little bit more because there's lots of video editors, but that is a unique thing that you guys do that no one else does.
yeah,
yeah.
that's
I
compelling to me. And when you started, you just said creating content, and that's to, if this is only about video, I think you could start off by saying, who struggles with creating video content or whatever, and then you can play up like how much time people waste when something doesn't land, and if this thing can help you reduce that waste of time, super valuable.
I definitely want to agree with that because I honestly, maybe it was the pronunciation, the first line of who had trouble with content for their business. I struggled to understand just what he was saying, and then I'm like, since he didn't say video, it took a while for me to catch on to the main thing. So what was supposed to be his big grab didn't grab me. Did it grab everybody else besides me? Didn't grab Darren either.
Didn't
Or
grab me.
did.
Well, because he started out with saying you've tried to make video content. I think the much bigger play is, do you wish you could make video content, but you can't even get started. That pool is so much bigger than the people who've actually tried to do video content. So, and then he says it takes 5 minutes. So if he said something like, you could shoot a 30-second video and we could turn it into 18 different pieces of content, and we have an AI agent that's going to figure out what's the best thing to do and this and that, and your script and the 2.5 million lines of code. Yeah, that seemed like a lot to me. But my thought both times I heard it was AI could do this. Okay. So I wouldn't even get into saying that at all, because I was just like, this can be AI'd out very quickly. I don't want to hear about coding. It doesn't, just we've developed a product that is superior, that does this and this and makes your life so much easier. If you've been afraid to create content, if you haven't known where to start, or it just seems so overwhelming to you, we can do it in 5 minutes. You shoot 30 seconds content, 30-second script. We'll even tell you the best script to do. And boom, we're going to turn it into 18, whatever it does. I don't really know what it does, but it seems like it does something like that. And that could be huge.
Since we've been, those were good. Thanks, Darren. Since we were talking about acting and delivery, did we like the presenting self that he chose for his product? Did his presenting self match his product, the way he chose to deliver? He seemed kind of like a cool, laid back kind of guy. Is that the vibe that y'all got? Cool, laid back?
Tech bro.
Yeah.
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 Does that match the product? I don't know. What y'all's thoughts?
I don't know. I think we all have different personalities as founders, and I think it's okay for, like, especially people in tech don't always have the same, personality as a CPG founder. So I think it's fine as long as you're clear and, we can understand what you're saying, you're confident. Your version of confident, I think, is like the main thing. Like, as long as we can hear you and like what you're gonna say and you're not hesitating.
And this wasn't an investor pitch. This was a user pitch where he's giving it away for free.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's just trying to get people in. So I'm not sure.
I want to sign up. I'll take a spot.
Exactly. That's what I thought. I'm like, I'll take a spot.
Right.
Why not?
And Shreytan, if you have lived experience, like you've lived the cringe of creating your own content or wasted time, or if you have lived experience here where I could relate to, then I want to sign up even more. So maybe that's what I would add to the laid back persona. Like, I know this pain, I felt it myself.
Well, and I have background, I have 30 years in broadcast television news and done editing. I'm curious because he's saying I could do something, I could shoot something and his platform can spit something out in 5 minutes. I'm like, well, heck, I've never been able to do that. So yeah, I'm more curious about it than anything else, because that sounds pretty cool to me. Even though I didn't have the pain, I definitely would love to do it efficiently. Heck yeah.
Cool.
That's where the disconnect is for me, Jess, in the sense of that kind of energy didn't come through. Yes, we have different personalities. I'm super introverted. Like, I don't like anything with people, and yet I work in an industry where 50,000 people come together. You have to be able to understand who you're speaking to, and people who are looking for a video are looking for dynamic ways to engage. So the personality kind of does have to pick up a little bit. But it's cool that he's laid back. I mean, I'm from California. Everybody's like chilled out there, but in this sense, I would like to see a little bit more enthusiasm come from him.
Cool. Thank you. Shritan, it's your turn to come back and tell us what you heard.
Okay. Darren, you can definitely get a spot. I will say that for you. So these are the things that I've written down. So problem and solution is great. The hook can be made a little bit better, but the idea of is good. Was a little bit hesitating. Be a little bit more forward. That might help with the hesitation. Where we are at, and is there a financial ask? Don't see the number of lines of code, to be honest. Just cut it out. We are using AI agents, but like it's just very complicated. So just remove that entirely. What is the value add and why would somebody pay for it? Talk about the iterative ad. That's like something new. So that's like our moat. So a lot of people would like to hear about that. maybe just say, do you wish to make your content better? That's a way better hook. And uh like if you're afraid to get into content that we got you, that was also really good. Um I will, okay, so the tech bro lead back, I am gonna wear a hoodie that's gonna say the founder of the automated video editor on the back of it. And I'm gonna have, like those film things with like the cutscene, whatever. That's gonna have like a QR code of like my card. So I'm sure
Oh,
they're
he's gonna
trying
bring the
to,
personality that way.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
All
So
right.
I wasn't wearing that now, but I do have my hoodie that does say that, and my
Okay.
company's on the front of it. So
All
like
right,
there's
good
that.
job, Shaitan.
Thank you.
Okay, so now founder's choice. Let me give you the opportunity to take a 5-minute break and tweak your pitch and come back and do it one more time without feedback, but just to tweak it and come back and give it again. Or you can log off, or you can stay on for the 5 minutes if you had some questions for Darren. It sounded like a couple of y'all wanted to ask some questions to Darren. Raise your hand if you want to come back and give it again. Shaitan wants to give it again. Juliana, Jose. Everybody can come back even if they don't want to give it again. Sarah wants to give it again. Okay. So if you're going to do that, go ahead and turn off your camera. We'll come back in 5 minutes. And if you want to stay in chit chat, stay in chit chat.
This is a good time for me to ask my questions for you, Darren.
Sure.
All right. So I was asking about how to kind of clearly communicate where we're at in the process when we have the prototype manufacturer. So basically, all we need is funding for our launch. So that would fund our inventory, our marketing, and our team to prepare us for launch. So we have everything except the amount of money that would basically get us to launch. So we have the prototype, a custom mold. So we have the product, just not our inventory, if that makes sense. So
Right. Has it been tested at all? Do you have any feedback or anything?
yes. So like the product in its full functionality hasn't been tested, but we've done market research to validate the concept. So
And
yes,
is there positive feedback from that? Like
yes.
as an investor, I want to hear, we've done whatever market, what do they call them?
Focus groups.
Focus groups on this. Women absolutely love the product. They're excited. We have you said you have 20,000 people already waiting for this?
Well, so this is I do social media, and so this is my community, and I share specifically about acne safe makeup. And so I've gotten feedback too from people in my small but strong community of people being like, yes, I want this product and I need makeup for acne prone skin. And then
Right.
I'm starting a new page for the brand that's slowly building, and we have 500 and something followers on that.
Okay. So, we've spoken to the acne community, and this is something that they want, that they need, that they are looking for. Many of them have tested our product in focus groups, and they absolutely love the direction we're going. We have built our mold. We have our manufacturer. We're looking for 500, that whatever you're looking for, to finish the product and bring it to market.
Mm-hmm.
I would think that your investor is going to be someone who's into makeup and this, somebody who invests in this type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're looking for a specific investor, unless you have another.
With the dermatologist, Darren.
Yeah, dermatologist. Yeah, that'd be great. Or just, there's probably communities of investors that invest in this type of thing. In addition, you have the whole female founder thing, and there's a massive amount of groups that invest in only things that are female founded.
Mm-hmm.
That's separate and apart from this. What's your background? What's Ogletree from?
So Ogletree is my husband's last name. My maiden name is Julian. No exciting background, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say there's
a lot easier for
female, minority, things like that. There's there's groups that but yeah, I think just tying it down a little more and making it exciting where you are, and that you have this exciting trajectory ahead of you.
Okay.
I think, Brittany, that you want to make it really clear that the main thing is that it's for acne prone skin. Because when I heard your pitch, I was actually more drawn to the fact that, it was refillable, and I thought that was the novel thing. I'm like, okay, yeah, everybody does acne prone makeup. But if you're saying the main thing is acne prone, make sure that's that. Oh, and by the way, we're also these two things too.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is it is multi benefits. So we do care about the refill. There are people who will buy this that will not have acne. So it's not only for acne.
Yes, but then say it that way.
Yeah.
We're
So
building it for the acne community, but we're also addressing these other dimensions so we can have a broader
yeah,
base.
and that's
We're
really
going to start with these people, and it's totally scalable.
How do they refill?
basically this whole unit that has the formula is separate from the base. So the base is this little piece like here.
Huh?
And
So I
then-
refill it at home?
So you do it yourself. You just push
Okay.
it in. So
Oh,
there's
it's self-refilling.
yes.
Okay.
It's a
all right.
cartridge, so you don't have to
Okay.
buy the whole thing.
I didn't understand that. I didn't know if you sent it in and they sent you one back.
No. So the
if it was
user
recyclable.
yeah, the user will put them in themselves from the beginning. You will get 3 pieces and you will just push it in for
Okay.
sanitary reasons and regulatory reasons. They have
Yeah.
to be all in separate packaging, unfortunately. It would be great to like put it all together, but yeah, so it's just so like basically in a
Oh,
separate
so it's okay. So I'm buying 3
With a lid
cartridges
on it,
for my
and
one
then-
stick.
2 cartridges for
2
the
cartridges.
yeah.
Yeah. And then are those cartridges you said are recyclable?
Yes. Once they're empty.
Yeah. Do you okay, you just throw them in your recycling bin or do you send them back to you or
Right now, yeah, we
Okay.
don't have a recycling program set up, but
all right.
eventually.
That I just didn't understand the way this works, but I don't know anything about makeup.
Yeah, we're not focusing on recyclability, more so like the ease of, honestly, the biggest benefit for me is the ease of use and how it's going to improve your life and save you time for like you don't have to research your ingredients in your makeup and you are able to just throw this. We're also doing a makeup bag and brush, but so you just throw this.
I'm pausing for just 1 second. Everybody, it's 5 minutes, so if y'all can come back.
Okay, I'm actually gonna hop off, but this was amazing. I just gotta eat dinner. But
All
this
right.
was cool, and I really appreciate you guys hosting this.
Right. Good
Looking
luck,
forward to seeing
Brittany.
you tomorrow night.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Thank you.
Shritan, you were just hanging out. You didn't have questions for Darren, did you?
You were showing us your sweatshirt.
Oh,
It
yeah,
looks
yeah.
good.
I'm just
Treat, I like it.
Oh.
Sweatshirt. There we
Founder
go.
of the
Yeah, we
automated video editor.
I want to
Oh,
see
very
the
good.
little
Okay.
camera snapper thing
What,
too.
hold on, what does it say at the
Oh, yeah,
bottom?
I'm actually. Oh, it says
Founder, marketer, creator, speak to me. Founder, marketer, creator, speak to me. Awesome.
yeah, very very short, very quick. I'm actually gonna go to Home Depot after this to make that. Like,
Oh,
quickly.
okay, good.
Amazon.
All right,
Oh, I need one. I don't know if
Shritan,
they get it
did you
within a day.
did you
Yes.
want to do your pitch again,
Yes.
Shritan?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
you
ready. I
get to
just
go
kind of
first.
Okay. Let's be honest. Making content can feel cringe and overwhelming. If you open up a video editor and boom, hours gone, still no post, still no audience growth. Who here has been in that situation? If you've been putting off content because it takes too long, feels awkward, you just don't know what to say, we built this for you. We're launching a new automatic video editor that gets you from idea to publish ready within 5 minutes. No timelines, no overthinking. Just clean, on-brand content. We make ads that iterate themselves so you can test what works without lifting a finger. And we're launching a closed beta of 100 people. You get 2 months free of the enterprise plan. If you're tired of not posting and want to finally start showing up, this is your chance. Come see me afterward. Now that was changed.
Yeah, you had 7 seconds left. Good job.
Good job.
Did y'all see an improvement?
Yeah.
It was new, so there was some hesitation.
Yeah, no, yeah, there was some
Okay.
hesitation, but you got some of the points in there about if you want to make content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to be polished to be effective. Good job. Juliana.
Okay. Hello, Austin. Tired of all the AI hype yet? Well, fraudsters are loving it. They are using AI to break into your systems in a ways you have never seen before. And good tech companies like ours, we got to stay a step ahead and we need to partner up. That's why at Partner Ally, we're building an AI-powered GRC platform and a trusted community to help you to manage compliance and risk across your entire partner ecosystem. I'm Juliana Durr. I'm the founder of Partner Ally, and I have built global enterprise level systems for Apple, Cisco Systems, Barnes& Noble, and more than that, I have a wonderful team of top risk and compliance experts ready to tackle this challenge. We are looking for better customers and raising $2 million to help tech companies to fight back and win this AI battle. Thank you.
Quick feedback for Juliana.
Again, the value proposition for an investor, how am I going to make money? What's the market? You know,
What was the impact you had in those other companies?
I built the global enterprise level system. I built basically a lot of big platforms. I just don't want to list all of that. I built.
At least let it land, though. You went right to your team. You should have stopped after you said Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, and I would say something that, that's really impressive. We've already done these things, and now we're going to do this. So that there's no doubt in my mind that whatever you say you're going to do now, you're going to do it. And let there be an outcome, So that's where you can say what your product is, what people are going to expect once they get it.
And also,
I thought you were.
I got to say, the opening line, are you sick of all this AI stuff? Everyone in there is doing AI.
You should go after me.
Yeah. Because everyone in there, there's going to be, 200 founders in there. They're all in AI.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not sick of AI.
Yeah.
Because we're in the nascent stage of AI. So I don't think anyone is, I don't know if I like that opening line because no one's sick of AI yet, we are, but it's not going away. It's only going to be, more and more and more and more. So maybe something different at the beginning.
Yeah, I'm not saying like sick. I'm saying tired of AI hype because like everybody, like exactly, they're saying like hype, AI, like it's like everybody's saying that, like it's a hype, right?
Right.
I'm kind of like making
See,
fun.
already you're using your more natural voice, and I find you more credible. Do you feel like you're using a different voice right now than when you pitched? Did she sound different to you guys when she's like,
Yeah, she was more passionate and more real.
And if you use that as your opening, you're kind of even saying the same thing, but now I'm paying attention to you. Now I
you
like
might say something like, who thinks AI is going away anytime soon? Okay. Nobody, well, actually, something where people raise their hand. You want yes, who's excited about the future of AI? Yes. Who's excited about all the bad actors that are going to be coming to AI? Well, that's where we come in.
Now we're drawing in. Thought, Juliana. Food for thought. All we're doing is try to bring out who we think that you're amazing, and it's not quite coming out in the pitch.
Yeah.
That's all we're trying to do is make the pitch show you as phenomenal as we think you are.
Yeah. We know you believe in yourself. Okay. And that comes through in your pitch. You got to make us believe in you too.
For people who don't already know you.
Yeah, who don't already know you, because it's the first time they're going to see you. They walk away. We want them to walk away saying, I got to tell my friend about this. There's going to be a handful of investors there, but most of the people are founders. But it's a great place to practice pitch. I personally have raised money from Fiesta, like 75,000, I think, maybe more. I don't quite remember, but I've raised money in that room.
Is that like from 160-second pitch?
Yeah, well, no, not just from talking to people, from a pitch and talking to people, and it wasn't even from anyone who was there. It was the first one. Somebody introduced me to someone, that person invested, their other friend invested. There may have been some more that invested from there.
The pitch is just an excuse to get people to talk to you afterward. It's like your quinceanera. You do the pitch and then everybody's just around you. So be strategic about who you talk to.
Well, also, you'll just be in Austin at other events and people will be like, oh, I saw you pitch Capital Factory. Like it's definitely a great thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
These fundraising doesn't happen overnight. It's a long process. I've raised millions of dollars for my company, and it's a process. I mean, once in a while you do get lucky and somebody, you meet somebody at the airport and they invest 100,000, which happened to me. But generally it's a long process.
All right. So again, Juliana, we're just giving you ideas for you to play with.
Yeah, and but look, I'm trying to better understand like what should I say like about my experience and like if you have like actually like ideas in terms of what I should say because to me like I'm saying like I build the systems and
That's a big deal. I've built global systems for Apple, for who else did you say? I know you said Barnes and Noble. There was something in the middle. Cisco. For Apple. Have you run the team? Like, were you just someone on a team or did you like?
I was the head of the technology department.
You were the what?
I was
the head of the technology department.
I was the head of the technology department that built global systems at Apple, Cisco, and Barnes and Noble. My team is, whatever, say something. I'm surrounded by I've built an incredible team of, you might want to mention 3 companies that they've been at. Then you have total credibility. And then I want to hear more.
And it might have been just the way you delivered it because Darren delivered it. And I'm like, well, shit. But the way you said it, it was just kind of like,
it was casual. Yeah. I built Apple and Cisco and Barnes and Noble, and my team is awesome also. And no, land it because it's impressive.
Okay, so you think I should actually put the focus on what I have done on my personal?
I just think when you're doing those lines, land them. Mm-hmm. It's a big deal.
Say it in your regular voice instead of your delivery voice.
Yeah.
I think she's a boss bitch, and I don't think the boss bitch is going to use the sing-song voice.
Right. Yeah. And people want to invest in that person.
Mm-hmm.
And they're investing in you.
Well, I'm introvert, so I'm the one building the systems.
It's okay to be an introvert. Just use your boss voice. Shritan, sorry we didn't give you so much feedback. We just think that you're going to get 200 people wanting your thing.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. That's exactly what we need.
All right, Sarah.
Debilitating, all encompassing, the 87 tabs constantly open in my brain. That's how real moms describe the mental load of parenting. Juggling calendars, managing preferences, carrying the emotional weight of a family, the mental load is more than just a buzzword. It's invisible and it's crushing. In fact, in 2024, the US Surgeon General called modern parenting a national crisis. I'm Sarah Dooley, founder of AI Empowered Mom. After building AI assistants at Visa by day and teaching moms AI in my living room by night, I saw a real need. AI Empowered Mom is now building M, a subscription-based family assistant that lives in your texts. No apps to download, no prompts to engineer, just simple, natural SMS conversations to help with parents' top pain points, scheduling, meal planning, and self-care. In just over a year, we've grown a community of over 6,000 moms and caregivers, and now we're building the product they've asked for. To date, we raised $50K to build the MVP for the first 100 members of our waitlist. We're testing and learning before releasing to capitalize on the 10 million total addressable market of moms carrying the mental load. Investors, let's talk.
Nice. So you went a couple seconds over. Guys, did you see a change?
Yeah. It was, there were actually numbers in there. There was something I could latch onto.
I think the 87 tabs open in your mind is so much better than the wine.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well,
So it's a little long. Does anybody? Oh, sorry, Shritan, go ahead.
I would say if I was an investor, I would definitely come talk. I don't know how strict they are. What is it about timing? I think last time, is it okay if they go over a few seconds?
No,
I know people will start clapping.
They have a thing that goes on the screen of clapping. Like it's 1 minute. That's it.
So did anybody notice a line that could be cut? Because she's already talking pretty fast. Do you think she'll talk faster when she delivers it?
What about Surgeon General? Cut that?
I thought, the crisis part, I thought that was
Okay.
kind of impactful.
Yeah, I did too.
All right, I'll keep practicing. I'll get it down. Like I'll put
But you
it
don't want to
practice on my
just talk
case.
fast because you want to land your points.
I need to cut some.
Yeah, cut.
Something, I think. All right, cool. What do you think about that, Sarah? It was good.
I will.
It's good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jose, you ready?
Um, yeah, okay. I'm going to be practicing this all day and then all tomorrow. Well, yeah.
That's what you do.
I'm sure most of you know that the stores at the airport where you can buy without paying taxes, these duty-free stores, you can buy mostly alcohol and tobacco at arguably jacked up prices. But did you know that you can buy anything and everything in regular stores at regular prices? Anything from luxury watches, engagement rings, electronics, gifts, or even snacks, and then get a refund as long as you take it with you on your international trip. Most people don't do this because this paperwork takes a long time, but we have taken that paperwork and slashed it down to some minutes. At Cacao Tax, we took this long, complicated process and boiled it down to giving you your refund in less than 3 minutes. This applies to foreign and domestic international travelers and applies to everything. We are the only licensed customs broker to do it in Austin, but we're looking for investors to take it from Austin to Texas and eventually nationwide. If you're interested in doing this or in helping us out, please come to talk to me, Chema Irigoyen from Cacao Tax.
Great. Just a couple seconds over. Guys, feedback. Was it better?
It was
I think it
better.
was great.
I just
That
want
was
to
so
know
good, Jose.
how we make money. Like, what's the market?
Yeah.
You know.
And what
Yeah.
about your name? I want to talk to you, but I'm scared now just because you say your name so fast. Can you just take a beat between your first and your last name when you say your name?
Yeah, so Jose or Chema, right?
Well,
Chema.
Shema.
Whatever you're going to say, just separate your first name and your last name tomorrow so I can
I can
address
just say
you.
I can just say I'm Chema.
Yeah,
Right.
you could just say Chema. Yeah, because you said
Great.
I'm Chema McGurin. Like it goes, what? Where did it start? Where did it stop?
Right. I
Yeah,
can just
my
picture
last
you
name is
walking out and me and
Chema.
be like, wait, I want to give you money, but I can't say your name.
Yeah, just say Che. Che.
Okay.
You want to make it easy.
I'll slash my last name because that's a mouthful for sure.
Yeah.
Even just space them apart. Just help me
Oh,
by
yeah.
spacing them apart.
Okay, we were
Um,
talking about the painfulness of the refund. He used the word, yeah, you can, but most people don't do it because it takes a long time. Is that the most effective way to get me to want to use the app instead of the other? There are other words that can convey more emotion. Or did y'all like? Most people don't do it because
No.
it takes a long time.
Yeah. No, it's yeah, I might say something like, you may know you can get all these taxes back, but no one's going to go through that 5 hours of paperwork that it takes to do that. We let you do it in 3 minutes. Something like that.
So mention the time
Money-
frames. Mention the long time frame and hours for sure, and how we do
Yeah.
it. Okay.
And how much money I can save if I do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you
Yeah.
have any sort of number like that? What people in Austin could save, or what visitors to Austin could save?
Right now it's 50%. 50% of your taxes. So if it's a big purchase, it's a good deal.
Yeah, I know, but if you got to make up some number to say how big the market is, right? Of people, money that's being left on the table.
Right.
In just Texas, it's around $800 million.
But you've got a number and you, you haven't said it. I think does anybody think that's worthwhile to say?
Yeah. Yeah, $800 million. If just 10% of the people use this, we can save them 80 million in taxes, netting us whatever it's going to net you.
Okay.
I think you need to put on a shirt that says, "Do you want to save $80? Come talk to me."
Yeah.
or something like that.
Exactly.
Because
Uh-huh.
hey,
Then
if
then
someone's
it's
gonna
like
save
a
me $80, I'm
no-brainer.
gonna go sign up. Why not?
Uh-huh.
Right. It doesn't have to just be the big purchase because it's the combined purchases that you make in another country.
If it's so easy, then you would do it for every purchase, right?
Yeah.
You can buy anything here, like your laptop or your iPhone, and then just take it on your trip, and then you don't pay taxes on that.
Well, even like if I go to the grocery store, aren't there sales taxes on that I can get a refund on?
Just
Or
the
no?
ones that
Oh,
are
because that I'm not taking on a trip, but any T-shirt, any souvenir, or anything.
yes. So big purchases mostly, not like
Yeah.
candy bars, but yeah.
Right. But if I make $1,000 worth of purchases,
Yes.
you
You
know,
said not candy bars, but everybody buys the 10-pound Toblerone, right? Cool. Um,
Can
I'm
I ask
excited for you guys. Yes, Juliana.
just really quick? Should I mention the $50 billion opportunity in my pitch? I know because I don't have much time left and I don't have much to cut. And I
Tell
know
us
what
right now what it is. The $50 billion what?
it's a market opportunity.
Your product is going to address a $50 billion
Yes, but
need.
most investors who are in that space, like they would know, like it's a big market opportunity. So is that relevant information or is that needed information?
yeah, if the
Or
TAM is $50 billion, that's something you might want to get out there.
is there anything I could add to include that? Because I don't have my time left.
I would put it after you talk about what you did before and then say, now I'm going to address this $50 billion issue of blah, blah, blah. And I
Okay.
think you could kind of put that closer to the beginning, and then we might not need very much. Once we've established your credibility, you're like, yeah, whatever problem it is, she's going to fix it. So, y- are we tired of AI? That's not really what you're selling. Who's the $50 billion market?
Gotcha.
No, you tell me. Who's the
Oh,
$50 billion market?
no, the reason I was talking about AI because I also want to get better customers, right? I mentioned but I want to talk to all of the founders in the audience who are tech founders and they need compliance or they build in systems that may need compliance and risk management. And they could be my potential customers.
Yes. So every single person in here, if you have a business, you need this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think 50 billion is
Every
really
business in the world
small.
needs this. We're the people to do it.
Right.
Guys,
It's
I have to take off. Thank you for
yes,
your help,
Yeah, we
and
all do.
I'll see you
we all
tomorrow.
do. Good
Uh,
luck tomorrow, everybody. Darren, are
yeah,
you going
yeah,
tomorrow?
you guys are going to kill it.
Thank you so much.
I'm not
One
sure we're
last
going to be
thing.
able to be there tomorrow, but we wish you guys all the best.
Thank
One
you
last
so
thing.
much.
Is it okay if
Bye-bye.
I put a GoPro to my chest to record my pitch from like a POV?
They record it. They record it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that would be cool. Okay,
Bye,
cool.
guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.